Alright, this is part 2 of my pop-up analysis from the 23rd of January. And I did both the EU and the NA. The NA I didn't get as deep in, I only got a couple hours playtime, but we got like 27 points in 2 hours, which isn't terrible considering 100 ping. And we're just starting off here. This is the NA game. We've got an EU game after this. And it's just simply, the end games in NA always feel like a lot worse. I'm not sure why, it just feels like a lot less players are much more aggressive. But I still end up playing this situation pretty well. So they was just holding, I recognise they're fighting in Storm, just cross their placement as they jump over their ramp. What's going on here? Alright, so we've pre-planned, I'm playing a different duo, my other duo had to go to bed. This is pre-planning. I recognise that this guy who ran out zone, earlier, he hasn't actually built anything, so I just break a tree and he's hiding behind a tree, and I get up a free kill there. I get my teammates to drop the launch so I can place it, and this is just a simple launch. I'm just completely clearing out all the angles, making sure nobody else can launch after us. Right here I launch.
Hit 44 blue on that kid.
I land.
Yeah, that guy at the front.
Landing here, obviously. Instead of where this guy landed was a bad spot to land. He ends up on one level below me. Where I land is I end up one level above. I can easily go into a building. I don't have like the unlevel floor like he did.
Probably.
So I build going to a 90. This guy's trying to build up. I just one pump him. It's pretty low. I swapped the wrong gun here, but it's fine. Don't get damage in return. Right here, just holding the storm. We're high ground. I probably should have covered my angles a lot better, and been less exposed. I get really good tags in this guy. I get like 150 tag. My teammate finishes him off. I start tarping in.
He landed just below me.
I call one landing just below me. This is more just pressuring rotates.
My guy died.
Going down, this guy didn't expect me. He thought he had time to scissor ramp up, but because I went down, I ended up catching him off guard. Ooh, right. And catching him off guard, get a simple pump on his back.
I'm gonna grab his RPG,
right here, I'm gonna grab his RPG. We actually didn't have that many utility items, and grabbing an RPG end game, gold RPGs, pretty guaranteed. Important to note is I dropped my AK, save the SMG. It's a mistake I made the other day, but I just dropped the AK. Grab the RPGs, a lot more close range fights. I start pressuring the low ground. This is a simple 2v1. I get an RPG, me and my friend. Even if I didn't land this RPG, this player's here. I'm coming at him from this angle. My teammate's got a different angle, simple crossfire. And that's a pretty easy kill. I'll go to another endgame. This is from the EU Cup with Scalpy, and I'll play from here.
Nice.
So what we're doing is we're under the bridge by lucky landing. Get a wall.
117.
Get a 117 tag on this guy. I recognise this guy's really low, so we both start pressuring him. Ends up happening is he rift goes. Hear the rift. Although I also see guy get knocked by the storm. If you kill somebody in pop up who's knocked by the storm, you get the kill, confirmed kill. So what I do is I pressure here for a second. I'm trying to look for his body. I don't see it. I think it was somebody else who got knocked. I end up just seeing his feet underneath, and I end up tagging him, which gives me a pretty decent kill. This is just checking. He had a rift that he didn't end up using in zone, and I'm trying to confirm if I can actually get to this loot. If there's a chug, I could have ran in, chugged, but this will kind of slow us down, so I just test it. I get heavy sniped, I get AK spammed, and I realise not worth, gonna go back. Just completely go away from there. I'm gonna skip forward a little bit to our next rotate. So what happens is we've got all this base tunneled out in bridge. All of this underside of bridge is ours. Some guys land above us. I build one out away from the bridge and launch pad. We launch padded quite early considering, and we also saved our rift.
Left. I saw I almost missed.
Cool, hook left. get in, being a stair, completely get in. My teammate gets perfectly next to me. This is a really clean rotate. Right here I want to get to this metal, but not quite in zone. Build with metal as well. Just what ended up happening is we scamper forward and get in here and get like tightly snugged in. Just two pretty clean rotates. We stay like the amount of mats we've got is still really good considering we made such a far rotate. Let's get forward a little bit. So we get a 30-second zone going far over the new factories. We're completely snowed over now. So I'm gonna skip forward to the rotate. My team asked if he should drink a slurp before we go, but I think it's better just to save it in case he does get beamed, rather than just if he might get beamed, if you know what I mean. We rift here, stay high. It's an important decision. Two people are also rifting. I say stay above them, so if somebody shoots up at them, they're the bigger targets, they're more likely to get beamed. Zooming in as well on your map, always important to make sure you know exactly where you're going to land.
Split in the middle. Yeah. They're all fighting zone. We can get top. We can get placement points so easily.
What happens here is these two players dive, which puts us on a really awkward angle. We can't land where we want to land, and we're also at risk of taking a lot of incoming fire if we stay in the air.
They're looking up, watch out.
So I do is I dive.
I can't dive.
I try tanking storm here to get in. This guy heavy tags me. My builds get kind of scuffed. I don't place it in the floor. I don't connect enough. And they're both deagling and spamming at my bottom. I realise I'm immediately just going to run towards my teammate. I get tagged mid-air and boxed up. The fact that in my last second before I got knocked down, I went towards my teammate, allows my teammate to get next to me. Him here, having him here, just allows me to cover me while I heal, and allow us to get in a really good spot. Just expanding outside a little bit. We don't really get pressured and get a bit further in zone. We get south side zone. I call for a launch.
From here, yeah.
I clear above myself, right? Make sure it's all clear above me, and then I place the launch, and I can't because of the fucking snow. So what ends up happening is I place it here. I didn't clear this bit, and I end up just like going 2 foot forward, and we can have to improv rotate. This works out pretty well for us. I build forward. I turn up in covering my angles, take shots of people. Now I'm deeper in zone. A lot of people end up launching and rifting. I take a shot at one. I get a white tag.
On this box. That guy's white.
Deal. Right here, this is a mistake. I ended up goldfishing, trying to get this thirst, trying to get my health back. And essentially, I've got all these angles of fire that I can get shot from. It's pretty surprising I didn't get knocked or even take more damage than I did here. Ended up getting away with just getting 50 HP. I finish, get the kill. We grab the rift and use it immediately. Float.
Shit. Stay there. I'm white. 6 people left. Wait for zone, wait for new zone.
I still wait for new zone. Obviously there's 4 seconds on left in your zone, you're still in the air, just stay in the air. We get a southwest zone.
Dive by that tree.
I saw you dive by the tree's slightly elevated. We dive. We sort of land on each other. Both scuff our builds because we landed next to each other and we can't build. I played the same game fairly poorly, or this is one of the better things I did, was recognising it's 2v1, recognising I don't know this guy's HP, he might be 200 from killing everybody. I drink 1 mini, I realise he has to come up, right, because the elevation change upwards. He has to come up, he's going to scissor ramp like this. I P90 spam him, get a white tag.
Last guy is white.
This is super important, calling white tags. I get another white tag, I get 3 white tags, right? This is all super important. I don't know if I didn't get any of these tags. I don't know if this guy's 200. I don't know how I can play the situation. This is where I sort of play like shit and I end up dropping down. Right here, while I wanted to drink this mini, I should have got up to my teammate. Once I had this guy low ground peaks me and scars me. But my teammate's able to drop down and clean him up, which is pretty good. Well played by him.